Virgo. For the month of September, there's a lot that's going to be coming up. And it's also the end of that chapter. New beginnings, new chapters are coming. What's ahead? Let's see what's ahead for you, Virgo, for this next month. Now, if you're interested in knowing more about what's ahead, and also for the next following months, consider being a subscriber. Subscribe and hit the little bell, which will notify you when the readings come out, because we have some very interesting cards that are coming up for you. The very first card is the Knight of Swords, crossed over by the Queen of Swords. Knight of Swords is, the action person. That he is, he's the kind of person that you say, I need something done, and he goes and starts the task right away. For example, in the other deck, it shows him on a motorcycle, running, not walking, but running to that motorcycle. It's sort of like, I got it, let me move ahead. Superhero kind of energy. And this also has crossing the Queen of Swords. What is the Queen of Swords here? The Queen of Swords is usually a feminine energy. She knows what she wants, and she is communicates very clearly. She could be a boss. She could be a person of authority. I just got that. She also could be someone representing a government organization, the Swords, and that you've been waiting for a decision from her, and she comes right straight through, and you know exactly where you stand with her. So some of you have been waiting for a message. You've been waiting and waiting, and with the Queen of Swords, she's going to tell you, this is my decision, or this is, it could be that you applied for a job. It could be that you're looking for government benefits. More and more people are looking for the benefits, government benefits like medical, food stamps, SNAP, they call it now. But she's going to say, okay, here's the decision, and let's move forward. That's the Queen of Swords. So you've got action going on with your Queen of Swords. Could be dealing with government entities. Could be. Then we also have crossed over. Now, this is, look at, new conclusions. Very good. Ten of Cups is good conclusions, happiness. Look at they're celebrating. So whatever going on, you are in transition, because look at the other card for this. Now, if you are new to the tarot deck, the death card does not signify the death card, or death. It's transition, it's new beginnings, it's almost like New Year's Eve. It's letting go of the old and preparing for the new. Now, I'll give you a good example as you look at the death card. Is that, in melodramatic TV shows and movies, old ones, they have the death card. What does it is? What does it signify? So they are usually, they've gone to the fortune teller who is going to solve this mystery. Could be someone that's murdered, missing, etc. This is all part of the plot. And usually for dramatic forces in the plot of the TV show, you have this music, because you have all this feeded information, and you've got the fortune teller, and then the death card comes up, and then you have the dramatic music. No, that's not what's going on. It's the ending and the beginning. Ending and beginning. Because you have 2 of the 10s, which indicate the ending of a chapter. The 10s are the ending, and you have a new beginning. So looking at this, it looks pretty good, because got the 10 of Cups, which is like your hopes, your fears, and then you have the new beginning. So for most of you, enjoy it. Enjoy that there's a new chapter here, because when you decided or made a decision to come back, reincarnate, and then you have your script, the things that you want to accomplish. And for you right now, it's happy conclusions. Look at, there is the 10 of Cups, happy, and the Death card, change. And you're writing a chapter of your book, and you could call it whatever you want to. You could call it My Journey this time around or something. And you're writing in your journal what's happening and what's going to be that next chapter. And then finally that chapter's over and you're going to turn the page to a new chapter. This is transition. You are in a transition time right now, and it's good. This is good right now. There are some cards that you're dealing with some things, and we'll go over those, but and there are some cards just to be prepared for. But overall, your reading is very, very good. So, if you're not a subscriber, hit that little bell and subscribe, and support the channel. And then we'll have the next month coming. Because at the base of all of this is there's some pain that's coming along that happened. It has to do with you got a broken heart, and the 5 of Cups. 3 on the shelf, or 3 that are spilled and 2 on the shelf. So at the base of all of this is that, you could be moving on from a relationship. Yes, it's good in some ways. Okay, Spirit is saying, as you clear out a way, you clear out the space for things to come. Because, the thing of physics is 2 things cannot occupy the same space at the same time. And in your heart, you know that this relationship that you were in with your broken heart wasn't the right one. Regardless of how much you tried to have it fit, it didn't fit. Now, what is the advantage to that? In that you now have space for the right person to come, the Mr. Right, the Miss Right. That's what you want, is the right person to come. I have a pet fly in here, and the exterminator was here last week. So it's like healing your heart and looking at what happened, the chapter. So yes, you have the Death card, which was the end of that relationship. You have the happy conclusion. But you also have making space, and that's at the base of all of it is your broken heart and looking at how things didn't quite turn out in a relationship. But it created the space for good things to come to you. In many different ways it could be. It could be a job, and that you've created the space for the right job. Or it could be a place to live, that you've created the space for the right place for you. Now, in the wisdom of the oracle, it reminds me of, there's a card that says rejection is God's protection. So if something doesn't work out, it wasn't supposed to work out. And you could be with someone and think, well, it has to be the right person. But then, you've got your broken heart because things started coming out that you then had your eyes opened. And with your eyes open, then you're able to make wise decisions, because behind you, this is because you have your broken heart. It also can mean that in the future, that good things are going to come to you, that you're healing your heart, you're looking at how things didn't work out. But if you look at this, you've got the 3 of Cups spilt, which indicates that you are assessing what happened, taking some responsibility. Why didn't it work out? You know, what are the clues for next time? What do I need to look for me? Because it could be that you were in a relationship with this person, and then after a while it just didn't resonate, and you have a broken heart because you put into this relationship a lot of energy, and then you see how these things were falling apart. Your Three of Cups reversed. That's what it is that, you know, just know that the right person will be there, and much better to be having that space than making a mistake. And it isn't really a mistake, because there is no mistake, but you know, because everything is a life lesson. But maybe it's that it leaves the space for the appropriate person that you maybe would pass by. If you had this in the broken heart, yes, you're healing. But also, you might be open to the other relationship. Could be a new relationship. It could be home. For some of you, it could be job. But you're now open to that, because behind you this is related to home and lots of money coming, prosperity. Now, it can be okay, so it can be that things were good in the past. That's possible. You know, there's your King of Cups. There's your Ten of Pentacles. Things were good. It could also be the sale of property and money coming to you from that, which is home. Or a relationship that resonates with you. But it's in the past. It's in the past, and you can learn from that. Because what's on your mind is the Empress, which is everything coming to you, and the World. Now, the World card indicates the end of a cycle. Again, this is another sign, including your 10, the 10 of Pentacles, and the 10 of, well, you have the 10 of Pentacles, and you have another 10 in here. Oh, the 10 of Cups. That there's new things coming. And this is another sign that you're ending this cycle. You have the chapter, whatever you want to call this chapter. You know, what I learned from, you know, this relationship, or whatever you want to call it. And as you write your little story, at the end, you're going to have the end of your chapter for this story. And here it is. This is the end of this chapter. So you're in a transition. You have the Death card, moving forward. You have the Queen of Swords, which is decisions. It's a transition time that you're going through. And you have on your mind the prosperity right there. Because what's coming up? Temperance and the Page of Swords. Now, oh, this is great. This is wonderful, wonderful. Now, Temperance is like the Patience card. And I, you know, every time I read the cards, not every time, but frequently, sometimes something pops out at me. And it's like, pay attention. Because look at this card. It almost has like a halo around it. A halo of enlightenment, a halo of prosperity, a halo of direction, and the Page of Swords. Now, I'll talk about how I like the Page of Swords and the Ace of Swords, because it indicates clarity. You've been taking your time, you're waiting for the right things to fall into place, and you're going to get information, which helps you in your decision making. maybe you've researched and it could be a relationship. And then all these things with your broken heart, but then it pops out and you go, whoa. That I'm sort of, I feel very protected that I moved on from that. Page of Swords. That is clarity. That helps you in making wise decisions, and that's coming up. So that is coming up, wise decisions, the Page of Swords, which means you're going to be getting information either from around you, the signs, or from the universe. Pay attention to the signs, because that's going to help you in your decision making. Do you take time and not be in a relationship, or maybe this is the next person, or about a job or moving or a house or something? Pay attention to the signs, because Spirit works through people. Spirit works through signs. And I have certain things in my life that Spirit has, indicated for me. It's messages from Spirit that they're telling me. One of the prevalent ones that I have is, that most people know that I rescue. I'm a fur mom. Right now I have 3. And because I usually adopt the older ones, they have lots of health issues and they cross over. And I always say, please send me a sign. Send me a sign that I know that you are all right. I get feathers. Look around and you're going to get something. So I get feathers, but I don't get the little fluffy feathers. I get like the tail feathers on the ground right when they've crossed over for a few days. It could be like a week or so afterwards, telling me, like a sign. Now look for the signs, you will be led. Spirit works through people. It works through around you, and look for the signs. If you're in tune with your spirit guides, it's much easier, and that's through meditation and following your intuition. You develop your meditation so that you can hear. You can hear the messages, and you're going to be hearing the messages. For some of you, what are the messages? For some of you, it's to be careful, to be cautious when you're making the decisions. For others, it's to be brave. Now you have to figure out which one. So that's taking that time, and Spirit is going to give you signs. Spirit is going to give you messages. It's like when people have a loved one that crosses over and they want the signs. Well, the loved one will give signs, and it can be very subtle, just to let you know that they're around, that they're okay. We know they're okay, but to reassure you that they're around and that they are thinking of you or watching you, but they're okay, they're fine. So that you look for the signs. It could be things like a butterfly or a particular flower or something. So look for the signs. Just as look for the signs for the proper house, look for the signs for the proper job, the job for you, the right job. Because what's going on is the strength of the lion and the hermit. Now you say, well, that doesn't make sense. It's like two opposite things. No. The strength of the lion is stay true to what you believe is right. Do not be influenced by those around you. Stay true to your path, the path that you have decided is for you. And the Hermit card. The Hermit card is looking at a situation objectively, from a view that you can see everything clearly, and looking for the truth. So you have two signs from Spirit. One is the Page of Swords, clarity. And the other one is the Hermit, looking for the truth, clarity. Because we also have, as we go along, looking at your ships coming in. Which one are you going to pick? And moving forward to better times. This could be that, as you're finishing this chapter, that you sort of had some rough waters. And now it's time to move away from those rough waters and into smoother sailing. Going, okay, that was a lesson. I can move forward now and I can enjoy. It's just sort of like I can enjoy the view. Because we have the Emperor and the Queen of Cups can be a position of a woman of authority. The Emperor is a ruler, can be government. And the Queen of Cups is generally someone of the home. She can be a wise counsel in this. But there's also the government intervention. So it could be that you've applied for some benefits, or you're waiting to hear something, or it could be related to home, could be related to inheritance, something about money and waiting. And then the final outcome, because it's you have very good things that have been happening. However, there's some challenges on the planet right now. And it's important to realize that those challenges aren't necessarily something you did. Well, you did because you did say, oh, okay, I'm going to sign up for this challenge. And instead of going to kindergarten, I'm going to go to graduate school. Because the classes are accelerated. It's like college level. And you signed up for them. And if you look around, there's lots of things going on our planet, on our globe, and what is important. And I forget about this sometimes. Send the universal consciousness. Send the light to the universe. That the right thing happens. That the universe is whole. There is love. Because the two emotions are love and fear. Send the light to the collective, to the planet, and to those around who you think maybe are, even if you don't agree with them, send them light. And that's, send them light and whatever they want to do with that light, but send them light, send them love. Send them light, send them love. If you're bombarded with love, what's going to happen? If you're bombarded with that energy of the universal consciousness, what's going to happen? It's going to, if everybody did that, the planet would, heal, is what it would do. Because what's coming up, you have the good conclusion, but you got a challenge at the end of the month. And what is that month? Okay. It's sort of like a mixed bag. The Eight of Pentacles is knowing a job that you do and doing it hard, and doing it with consciousness, and staying focused. So maybe you don't change jobs. Maybe they added duties, or maybe you know how to do the job and you show up because you have the Five of Pentacles on your mind, which can be working harder and getting less compensation, for example, or not getting that raise that you were promised. And it's being part of the universe, and on your mind is some lack. Now, on your mind is lack. Now, you can change that around, and you can draw to you at what you want. Speak what you want, speak that you have it. Not the, I hope, I wish. No, I have it right now. I have that job, or I have that promotion, or I have endless money, endless prosperity coming to me. I have endless prosperity coming to me. That's what it's saying to you, Virgo. And as you go along, you know, you have the strength card, which means have that strength of the lion. Pull it up, that you've got that within you. And stay focused. Whatever it is that you want to accomplish, not someone else. And you have you have the ending of a chapter, you have the beginning of a chapter, but you also have some challenges as you go from one to the other. Now, let's pull some oracle cards for you. And the first oracle card is right here, and it is the Career and Life Oracle. Career and Life Oracle, okay? And I've had a very challenging electrical weekend. My laptop didn't work, and then the lights didn't work, and I had to get more circles, and then it's been a challenging month. Or, yeah, it has been a challenging month, a challenging week. But it's all in the right timing, too. Then I had to look for the videos, and I couldn't find one of the videos, and so it's sort of like almost going, is Mercury in retrograde right now? Maybe for me, I don't know. Okay, angels and archangels and spirit guides. Okay. And let's see, angels and archangels and spirit guides of the light. What is it that we have here? Here we go, right here. And the card is perspective. If you change the way you look at things, you could see everything in a brand new light that will help you get where you want to be. There, so it's all perspective. It's all perspective. Okay. So it's how you speak it also. It's sort of like when you want to manifest something and you say, I hope, and when you do that, it's like if you're in a tide and you're like swimming against the current. And actually, it's much easier if you're in the flow of the current. That's what Spirit's saying. Now we're going to pull the wisdom of the oracle. Okay, and I'm also going to have our pick a card with the help of my three pack. So you'll be able to pick a card, and you can pick the card anytime that you want. It's open for you. And angels and archangels right here. And what is the card that we have for our wonderful Virgo? And it is here and now. This is be in the moment, here and now. So right now you're working. You got that 8 of Pentacles. You're working hard. Harvest time is going to be coming. So know that you put in the hard work and then you get the compensation. So here and now. This is where you are. It's here and now. Now I'm going to pull another card, and as I pull that card and shuffle it, I would like you to think about what question you want answered for you. So think about what you would like your spirit guide to answer you. So these are the Ask Your Guides right here. Ask Your Guide. There we go. Right here. And here's the card. Surprise, number 42. So you're going to get a surprise. $42. Okay. Here we go. The keywords are spontaneity, change, opening, and breakthrough. Miraculous changes and breakthroughs are about to occur. Well, that's very good, isn't it? Make room in your heart to receive the blessings that the universe has for you. As if out of nowhere, beneficial connections, surprise meetings, and sudden changes for the better are on the horizon. Your joy guides stand at the gate of synchronicity as the universe pours love your way. Look at that. That is fabulous. Now, the joy guide's message is surprise, the universe loves you and is showering you with beautiful new opportunities. Get ready to experience the fun of it all. So, good things are coming. Remember, this is your new chapter. So, good things are coming. Now, let's pull the angel card and see if it backs up this card. So let's see what we have. Our wonderful Virgo here. Right here. Here we go. Okay. So the card for your angel card, the angel answer is right here. Get more information. So, you know, you have two cards. You had the Hermit card and you had the Page of Swords. So, get more information. Then make your decision. That's what it's saying. Okay? And so, from Las Vegas, we have Susie and Nina and Bella, who are sending you light and love. Thank you.